We've reached the end of Season 2, and with that, one more upgrade. This is 101R Smith, and today we will be looking at the Full Mechanics 1/100 Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex. Lupus Rex is the 8th and hopefully final form of Gundam Barbatos, receiving upgrades after its massive battle with the mobile armor Hashmo, receiving significant damage and needing to be repaired. It actually takes certain aspects of the Hashmo, such as the tail that we'll see. We also see the return of the mace, and also a more bestial and more animalistic version of the Barbatos like we never seen before. This kit, when I first saw it, I had mixed feelings. I liked that they brought back the mace, and I liked the claws, but I didn't like the yellow on the feet, and I didn't like the new shoulder plates that they were using. I liked the ones from the Lupus a bit better, but I'm not saying that the model kit can't change my mind here. Also, I will admit I am starting to get a little frustrated because this is now my fourth, well in total, the fourth Barbatos kit in the 1/100 line. The original Barbatos, the 6th form, the Lupus, and now Lupus Rex. So I'm starting to feel a little bit fatigued here, and I am hoping that outside of a master grade or a perfect grade that this is the final Barbatos, because I'm starting to lose interest and it's getting hard to keep up. As of right now, there's only 6 episodes left, and we'll see. I hope this is it. Outside of a master grade, I hope this is it. But before I do the official unboxing, I just want to note that this is a special edition version of the Lupus Rex. Bandai right now is doing a special campaign for first run releases of both the 1/100 Lupus Rex and Gundam Bale, where if you get it during the first production run, you will get within the box a special white 1/100 action base to go with it, which I will never complain about getting a free action base. I don't think any Gunpla fan would. One thing to note about the base though, it's based on the new style that was introduced in the Master Grade Wing Gundam Fenice Rinascita that was released in 2015. All that means is that you don't need screws to put this together. That is a major improvement. I'm disappointed actually that Bandai hasn't released it officially yet. But, you know, I'm happy. I'll take a free base, a white one. I'll take it, so I'm not going to complain. So with that in mind, let's unbox this. So opening the box and taking out all the bags and the runners, this is everything that you're going to get. You're going to get this wire for the tail, your traditional IBO polycaps. You get a black runner, runner G, for armor parts and the backpack. This is B2, and this is inner frame exclusive to the Lupus Rex. One disappointment: hands. You have to paint them, unfortunately. That really sucks. You get B1, more frame parts exclusive to the Lupus Rex, mainly for the arms. You get the return of the mace, and this thing is gigantic! You get your eyepiece, which is the separate color, which I will always like. Your normal Gundam frame, 1. So you've probably seen this about a dozen or so times. You get armor parts, runner E, runner F, more traditional Gundam frame parts, And these are all Gundam Frame 1. And then you get your A-plate. And then sticker sheet. Now, this is everything that you're going to get in the kit, no matter when you buy it. Today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, you will get within this kit. Now, here is the new action base that you're going to get with. It's a nice pearl white color, and I really like it so far. It's only 2 runners. And then the actual base itself. And you also get these 2 stickers that are exclusive to the action base. So this is the first print only. So I would say if you want the base, get it within the first month of the release. Just putting that out right now. And of course, instruction manual. Shows you new information on Mikazuki and the Barbatos. A lot of X's, so take that as you will. You know, you build the frame first, obviously. And then you build the Gundam, or the armor around it that makes it the Gundam. One thing of note of here, it tells you what type of adapter that you'll need if you're getting the traditional display stand. And a cool thing, it comes with a stand for the mace itself. It's so big, it needs its own stand. That's insane. But I'm happy to have the mace back. And then finally, how to put on the mace, how to put on the tail, how to pose the tail, you name it. And then one final piece in the back, a color sheet to paint this and customize it. So there you go. So who's ready to build one more Barbatos? Lo and behold, we have Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex. For a quick look at articulation here, the head can go up and down, a little bit sideways. It can actually go 360, but be careful of the collar because it will take off the head. The arm has a solid 100-degree bend, but it might not bend too well due to the arms. The shoulder pad goes up, and then it has a bit of a hinge system which helps it go up even higher, and it helps the arm reach more. You've got the traditional IBO bend at the wrist, a little bit side to side. The front skirts are actually connected together, so it will actually go together. You can cut that off and make it separately. One criticism I do have, the front skirt does seem to be able to come off a little too easily the way it's slid down, but otherwise just finagle with it and it should be able to fit pretty well. Just got these side skirts. Also with the side skirts, they are a little bit on the loose side of things, especially on the left. It could just be me though, so don't take that for granted. Back skirt does not move. The knee, you get a nice double jointed knee bend here. Just be careful of the armor in the front, and of course, side to this side. Now here's everything that Barbatos Lupus Rex comes with. Now, he only comes with one weapon, but it's a gigantic freaking weapon. This giant mace, let me just pan out. Giant mace, or as the manual calls it, ultra large mace. This thing looks at least twice as big as the original mace. Matter of fact, hold on. This is the original Barbatos' mace. Look at that, that's insane. That thing's at least 3 times bigger. And let me unfold it a little bit just to show you more. This thing is gigantic in comparison to the original mace. Oh my god. Now, what do a lot of IBO 1100 kids have in common? Loose joints and big damn weapons. If you can guess, Barbatos cannot hold this mace, no matter how well you bend the arm, you move it. He's not holding that mace. However, Bandai did realize this and came with a solution. This little stand. This stand is actually used to hold up the giant mace, and it works. I mean, it works. Don't expect it to be able to hold it by yourself, but the mace has these little slots here that you use to slide it on to the stand, and it holds it in, but it's not the best connection, so don't rely on it too much to do the job, but it can do it just as well. Though if you can't be bothered by the mace, and to be honest, I can't blame you, it comes with this connector piece to put it into the back skirt. It works just as well as the stand. You can get it to work, but don't expect it to hold very well. If you knock it over, it will fall. It falls pretty easily, so. Lupus Rex also has these sub-arms that it uses in the anime to either hold on into new weapons or hold on to ships and grapple itself onto things. It works just as well and can hold on to any high-grade weapon that you have available from the IBO line, so it has that going for it as well. The one other accessory that Barbatos Lupus Rex comes with is, of course, the tail, which he stole off of Hash Malt. And it actually holds up pretty well. It uses a long copper wire, which is pretty similar to the Master Grade Gundam Epion. So it will hold this thing pretty well by itself. It doesn't even need a stand. And it's pretty impressive. I've held this on for about 10 minutes now and it's still holding. Now, since this is the first run edition of Barbatos Lupus Rex, this comes with a nice Pearl 1100 action base, which is the new style of action base introduced with the Renesita Master Grade from 2015. It works pretty well. It uses a latch system instead of the screws, which allows it to hold up things and model kits a lot better. And it's holding up Barbatos pretty well, even with the added weight of the mace and the tail. So this base, I like it, and I hope Bandai releases it more often and also releases it as a mainstay release and replaces this with the old style action base. You know, it's just so impressive to see how far in the 2 seasons of Iron-Blooded Orphans that Barbatos has come from this knight-looking Gundam with a mace to this more regal-looking Gundam with the sword mace, and now this more animalistic version of it. It's really amazing to see how far it's become. Model kit wise, as I said before, when I saw it, it added things that I liked and took away things that I did from the Lupus. I like the more animalistic version of Barbatos. I like the double V fin. I like that it brought back the mace, but I didn't like the yellow on the feet and the hands. Building this model kit, it did fix some of my criticisms, or my initial criticisms that I had, but it added new ones. It brought back the mace, but it can't hold it. It's supposed to have yellow on its hands and it's not there. I had to paint that myself, and it's so hard to put a dark color on top of a yellow color, but I did it. So the bottom line is, minus my Barbatos fatigue, this is a good kit. It's a good kit. It adds new stuff. It makes Barbatos look even more deadly and monstrous than it ever has looked. I like the tail. It was pretty cool of Bandai to add this new action base as part of its campaign. But I'm disappointed it can't hold the mace. It's just too impractical. But otherwise, if you're not too fatigued, if you want to buy one more Barbatos kit, I'd say get it. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it looks great. It's the best version of Barbatos that there is right now. And, you know, please Bandai come out with a master grade. So, yeah, I would say 8 out of 10. Good kit. Probably the best looking version of Barbatos out there. But that mace, just, I'm so disappointed I can't hold the mace. But anyways, this is 101R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace!